Hi, good day everyone. This is Debabrata once again, and I am about to enter into the world of string. So in the last class, I have shown you how a character data type works in Java. So today I want to go further, and I have a wish to cover character patterns. And if you can remember, if you are starting from this class, I will be requesting you, like, if you can revise a bit of character. It is very easy. It is very easy how the character data type works in Java. Just need to check that. And apart from that, it will be very good if you have the idea of for pattern. So if you do not know what is for pattern, it is available in class number 3.2. So you can go to that place and also can check that class. If you are good at both of this, if you are able to uh, write the programs for the for patterns like the start programs, if you can remember, if you are good at that, and if you know the basic symbols of the characters data type, then I think this chapter will be the easiest one for you. The easiest one, believe me. It has no extra logical sense. It has no extra algorithm. So everything is similar, like for pattern and character. If you are good at both of them, then it is good. And if somehow, if you are not good at, somehow you miss those classes, then okay, let's check together how to write those codes. So for character pattern actually is the entry point into the string. So from the next class onwards, we will be checking the application of the string. But for today, we will be concentrating on the character pattern. So yeah, as I mentioned, prerequisites will be the for loop pattern, and just the small idea about the character data type. Just you can revise the last class. So, and yeah, as always, you have to have time in your hand so that you can practice all of them. It is not an online course that you have to go through and you will be learn everything. It is not like that. It is like it needs some time to be synced with your brain, like when you learn swimming, when you learn guitar. So it takes some time as well. So you have to practice. That is the normal thing. So before entering into the topic, today I wish to show you, because today's class is the easiest one. I will show you how to code in a installed compiler as well. So till the date, what I have done, either you can go to this, you can type online Java compiler and you can choose any of the compilers. I prefer to work with this online GDB because here input can be taken in the interactive basis. Once you work, you can feel the same. So if I show you one simple program here, so I can write simply system.out.println hi. So if I run, it will show hi. So that is a normal thing. But today, you can anytime go to this online compiler. But today I will show you the programs in some other compiler because today's class is the easiest one. So I prefer to do it in some other compiler. So if I search BlueJ, first you need to install this BlueJ thing. If you have any problem with the finding projects, how to write code in BlueJ, you can tell me. Thing complicated is in the few of codes here. So for you, whenever you will be opening that, it will be blank. So go to project, some space. Just go to your C drive. If you are working with Windows, anywhere you can go, and let me create some folder here under C drive. Let it be Java codes. Say I have written that Java codes here under C drive. You can see under C drive, it is Java codes. So if I go into that, it is the path C Java codes. So now let me go to the Blue Java. For you, it will be blank initially. So just go to project, create new project, and you can choose your path. First, let me give a name. What name I can give? Java programs, say anything you can give. Choose the path. I have already created a path called under the C drive. If I go to the C drive, here it is Java codes. So let me select that and let me click on the select folder. Okay, so just clicking on OK. So the new project is opened now. So for you, it will be also blank. For me, I have created a new, so it is also blank. So if I right click and if I click on new class, so I can write something, some new program, like you can give any name. I can write P1, say. So whatever class name you will be giving here, that will be the name of the main class here. So if I copy the program I have written in the online compiler, it will be same always. It will be same always, just you need to change one part. Instead of main, this class name, you have to give your name. Okay, so if you give it P1, the file name will be P1. If you give it prog1, means program 1, the file name will be prog1. Anything you can give. Let me give it prog1. If I control K, if I compile, you need to compile. Here you have two options, compile. So it is, you can see it is written class compiled, no syntax error. So now let me close that and let me go to the Blue Java page once again. Yeah. So here you can see initially I have given the name like P1. Now it is being changed to prog1. Now again, if you go and if you write something called character demo, character pattern demo. So if you compile, the name of that file will be changed. Let me show you again. Yeah. Okay. So that means the name of this program and the name of the class should be the same. Okay. So this is the only difference you need to put than online compiler. In online compiler, it will be always main, but here in BlueJ or any software, you have to give a specific name. So that's the only difference. So today, let me do all the programs here. And okay, first let me show you how to run this program. So if I go and if I right click, now I can simply choose void main string args. If I click on that, if I click OK, it will be showing hi. That's all. That's the way you have to run the program. Okay. So first compile, and after that, right click on the program, and you can see void main string args. So that's the thing you need to follow. So let me go into the program first. You can do it anywhere. So, but still, let me start with, let me go to the slide. So normal character pattern. So it is saying A, AB, ABC, ABCD, ABCDE, kind of that. So now, if I follow the same way, or if you are new to this class, so I can tell you, just focus on the longest line. So the longest line here, it is ABCDE. The last line is the longest one. So how to print ABCDE in your compiler? So if I go, so it will be a simple for loop. Let me take a variable char. Suppose I equals to you need to know the ASCII code. So char I equals to 65. So whatever we learned last class, so you have to revise a bit the last class, because last class we have learned the characters. So the capital A having ASCII code as 65, small a having an ASCII code like 97. So capital B will be 66, capital C will be 67, and accordingly. So that's the thing you need to know. Capital B will be 66, capital C will be 68, capital D will be 60. Sorry, I am too bad in mathematics, so even I can not write the series itself. So anyway, E equals to 69. So this is the sequence, and onwards you can go. You will be getting the other alphabets as well, but you have to remember A starts from 65, small a starts from 97. That's all. So we are dealing with capital A for the time being. So let me go into that way. So if I want to print from 65 to 69, means if I want to print ABCDE, then I have to write a for loop iterating from 65 to 69. Let me do that. Where is our compiler? Yeah. So let me do that. Char I have taken, and now what I will do, for I equals to 65 and I less than equals to 69 and I equals to I plus 1. If I do that, and if I print, okay, something, yeah, if I print suppose I, if I print I, so if I compile the program now, okay, some problem is there, incompatible types. Okay, sorry, let me put it in. Okay, so int 65 to 69, if I run 65 to 69, if I run this program, where is the program? Yeah. So if I run this program, void main string args, it is, you can see 65, 66, 67, 8, 9. So if I want to make them in a same line, so I have to delete ln part. Okay. So if I run the program once again, you can see 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69 are coming one after another. So if I go to the program, and let me do one small thing. Let me put a char in front of I. So these ASCII codes will be converted to character. Let me compile again. Let me click on compile button. Yeah. If I close this output window and if I run the program once again, it will be ABCDE. All right. So now the next line, in the next line, it is written the second longest line. It is ABCD. So what to do to print ABCD instead of ABCDE? What do you need to do? You just need to put 68 here. So if I compile again and if I run the program, so it will be 65 to 68. That means ABCDE. Okay. So if I put 65 here, that means it will print the first line A to A. So I can see this variable, this place is variable. This place is changing. So what I will do, I will put an X here. I put an X and the value of X will be provided from the outside. So the value of X should be 65 first to get the first line, and the last value of the X should be 69 to get the last line. Okay, get this idea? Means if I repeat once again, so the X will be actually helping this series, the for loop of I. X will be helping the for loop of I actually. So for loop of I, the inner loop is actually printing the series. So this inner loop will be printing the series actually. So when the value of X is 65, it is giving the first line. Means 65 to 65, only one character A will be printed. When X will be 66, then it will be printing AB. When X is 67, it will be printing ABC. When X will be 68, I have just shown you. In 68, it will be ABCD. Okay. And at first I have shown you if X is 69, if you put 69 in this place, it will be ABCDE as a whole. So the value of X is changing. So I will write another for loop outside, which will be actually helping the inner for loop by providing values. So X is just for the help. X is helping this loop. So how X is helping? X is changing itself from 65 to 69. So first X is becoming 65 and be placed here. After that, X is becoming 66 and we can use the value of X as 66 and we are getting different series one after another, So in between that, I can simply write system.out.println to hit and enter. After printing each series, because this series will be printed many times for different values of X. So again, I'm repeating this sentence. So these loops will be printed. This loop is the main loop. This loop will be printed multiple times for the multiple values of X. And in between printing those different series, I will be printing and I will be hitting and enter in between those series. So it will help me to show those different series to be printed in the different lines. So what I'm trying to mean, if I show you now, if I click on OK, you can see the full pattern has been printed. Okay. If you have already done those star patterns, this is the way you know how to write these algorithms. But yeah, if you are new, you can also follow this way. First, print the longest line and try to find which is the character, which is the position that is being changed. So just put an X in place of that and control the X value of X from outside. Okay, we will check more programs, but before that, this program can be done in some other way as well. How? So this program can be done in other ways like, okay, let me copy this program first. Let me copy this program. Yeah. So I can do like instead of 65, I can also write something like A. 65 means A. I can write that. 69, I can write E. Say 69 is equivalent to E. Here as well, I can write simply A, because this ASCII code and the characters both are actually same. So if I compile, you can see I have used int, but still I can give that A. So if I do that, and if I go to here, if I compile and run, the same thing will be given as output. Okay, so that means you can use the ASCII code and the characters alternatively. This is the second approach. Let me copy this approach as well. This is the second approach. So now if I go to the third approach means you can also give the character data type. So character and integer are being used alternatively. The meaning is character will show the character and integer will show the ASCII codes. Okay, so if I run that, it will give one small error, like the character cannot be incremented by 1. So what do you need to do? So after incrementing it to by 1, you just need to typecast into a char. The same thing I did here. Okay, so I just need to do one small thing. I need to convert it into character. So character by default, it is tough to do +1 and +2 because this is integer. So that's why it creates sometimes some problem. So better to you will be getting that idea after solving 2 or 3 programs, but you can follow this way as well. And I think in here now I do not need to convert it into character, because by default it is now character. So I do not need to convert it. So if I run this program, you can see abcde. And another thing, if you are finding this compiler tough, you can anytime you can go to the online compiler. Let me go to the online compiler. What you need to do, just need to put a main, capital M AIN. You just need to put that, and if you run the same program, it will work. Let me show you. The same program will work here. Just one place you have to change. Okay, so the theme is same. It doesn't depend like where you are doing the program in BlueJ, in some other software, in online compiler. It doesn't matter at all. You need to focus on the logical part itself. Okay, so that's the thing. So if okay, let me copy this approach as well. If needed, I can store them. So now, if I go further into the slide, so if I go to the next problem, it is E, ED, EDC, EDCB, EDCBA. So if I choose the longest line, EDCBA, how to solve that? Let me show you. EDCBA. So EDCBA, let me go to the first approach, int ix, where, okay, let me delete all this first. Let me delete all this. So first thing, what I will do, where is the program? Yeah, EDCBA. So E is being starting from 69. I will be greater than equals to 65, EDCBA, and I will be I minus 1. I think you get the idea. From 69 to 65, I need to print, and every time, obviously, I will not print 69, 68, 67, kind of that. I will convert it into char. Okay. If I compile and if I run, this should print EDCBA. If I show, it should print EDCBA. Now, how to print EDCB? So the obvious answer is 65 will be changed to 66. But remember, whenever I put 65, I got the last line. Okay, let me write that because we might forget. So to get the last line, I put 65. Just remember that. Okay. So now if I proceed, instead of 65, if I gave 66 and compile and run, so you can see I will get EDCB, the previous line. Okay. So now to print E to E, what I need to give? 69, obviously, means 69 to 69. Obviously, then I will get E. So you can find here, to get the first line, I am giving 69. So to control this value, I can use X. X will be giving some values like 69. Then X will be giving some value like 68. Then X will be giving some value 67. So I will create another loop outside, like same like the previous program. I am just describing the logic once again. So if I put 69, I will get the first line. If I put 65, I will get the last line. We have just checked. So I will use the value of X to help the inner loop. So what I will do, I will just simply write X equals to 69, and it will be iterating till 65. It will be basically helping the inner loop, and X will be -1, obviously. So if I run, so let me run Control K. Let me close. Let me go to the compiler. And if I write void main string args, you can see something I made mistake. Okay, I remember where. I can understand where I made mistake. I didn't change this part. So 69 should be X, because the value of X will be controlled from the outside. I have written every time 69 to 69. So first time X will be represented as 69, I will get E. After that, X will be like 68. So we need to change the value here. Otherwise, it will be printing a static series. So the value of X will be supplied into this place, so that we will be getting different series in different line. Okay, because if you put 69 here, it will be giving E as output. If you put 68 here, then it will be ED. If you put 65 here, we have already checked, it is edcba. If you put 66 here, we have already checked, it is edcb, one value less. So the X should be written here. Okay, so that we will be getting different series. It will be the same value in the different lines. So we have just checked that as well. By mistakenly, we have checked it is the same line if you do not put X. So now if I run, I will be getting the correct character pattern. Okay, I hope got the idea. If not, you can communicate with me via the comment section, via the mail ID. All the links will be provided in the detail section of this class, so you can have a check and let me know. I will try to explain once again then. Okay, so ABCDE, this time ABCD, it is a decreasing order. So the same thing here, first line, it is the longest line, and the last line, it is the smallest line. So again, to print ABCDE, what I need to do, if I delete all this, how to print ABCDE, we have already done for the first program. We just need to write from 65 to 69 ABCDE, and I equals to I plus 1. If I run, it will print the first line ABCDE. If I show you, it is ABCDE. Perfect. So now, if I want to print the second longest line, that is ABCD, and the second line in the program, so obviously it is 68. If I need to print the third line, it will be 67. If I need to print the fourth line, it will be 66. If I need to print the last line, it will be 65. So these places are changing again. So I will put an X, and the value of X will be controlled from the outside. So we need to put 65 to get the first line, and the last line will be 60. Sorry. If I put 69 here, let me think again. If I put 69 here, then I will get the first line. So I have to write 69 in the first position. I do not remember this program. Otherwise, if you just think, if I start remembering 1,000 programs, what will be my condition after a few weeks? So I do not remember all this. Just think it in that way. If I put 69 here, then we got the first line, ABCDE. So the value of X, the first value of X should be 69. So I put 69 here. I think in that way, actually, it makes my life smoother. Rather remembering all those things, means one by one, I put this logic in my mind, and it helps me to write this kind of program. So 69, if I put here, and the last value should be X65, because if I put 65 here, I will be getting A, the last line. So the first value of x should be 69. The last value of x should be 65. And obviously to go from 69 to 65, I have to decrease the value of x. If I do that, if I control K, if I run, hope I'll be getting the pattern. Let me show up. Again, I have done the same mistake. At the time of explaining, I forget to mention the value of x here. If you do not put the value of x here, obviously it will be a static series. Every time it is 65 to 69. Every time it is 65 to 69. So what I need to do, first it should be 65 to 69. Then it should be from 65 to 68, depending on the value of x. Now probably by that mistake, you are also able to know how what is the importance of the value of x, because x is variable. Different times, different values are being populated here. Okay. So now by that mistake, probably you are able to understand. So if I do execute this program once again, you can see it is abcde and the correct pattern we are getting. So let me go to this slide once again. So you can try those programs by yourself. You can take a break. You can pause the class and you can just practice all of them now. And after that, you can come to this part. So here, the same series, A, B, B, C, 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 D, D, E. So the pattern, you can see the patterns are same. Just I will be printing all the A in the first line. So what I need to do, in place of I, if I write X, that will be doing the same thing. Why? So, okay, not X will work here, I guess. So not I this time. So what I will do, I will simply, this can be done in many ways. First, I can take a variable called char z. That is one approach. You can put char z as A. You just do not need to think anything. Just instead of that, you can put z here. And after hitting enter, means whenever you are changing the line, you can put like z equals to z plus 1. That's all. That's all you can do. So after changing the each line, it will be okay. Z plus 1 will not work here. Yeah. So I need to char z plus 1. So that is one approach. Means after hitting the enter, A will become B. Again, after hitting the enter, B will become C. Let me show you first this approach. If where is the compiler? Yeah. If I run, it is printing in this way. You can see where is the output hour? Yeah. A, B, 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 C, C, D, D, E. You can see the same thing is being printed here. So this is one approach, the easiest one. You can take third variable. Other than that, if you want to think, so what I can do, I can write everything. I can delete just everything and can write from the very starting. Let me write it in this way now. X equals to A. I will not use any third variable if you do not want to use the third variable. And let me make everything character this time. So X equals to A. In the first line, I'll be printing the value of X. The last line, it will be E. Let me think in this way as well. I have shown you the easiest way. If needed, you can skip this approach as well. So let me convert it into char. So that's all. Now, what I will do. So I will write something called, in the first line, I have to print it 5 times. So to maintain that, I want to do something like for I equals to, let me think, I equals to A2, or I can simply write I equals to 65, or I equals to starting from X. I will be starting from X and I less than equals to 69, or I less than equals to E. Just try to imagine what I'm trying to do. Just try to imagine. Means for the first time, the same series, it is not something different. For the same series, what I'm trying to do, the first value of x is a. So if you run it from a to e, how many times it will be printed? 5 times. What will be printed? I don't know. Let me write what I want to print. I want to print, suppose I want to print I, or I want to print star. I do not want to be specific. I want to print star. Anything you can print, anything you can print. But the idea, just get the idea. So a to e, the first value of x is a. Now you are printing a to e. The 5 times it will be iterating. Next time, if the value of x is b, then b to e, 4 times. I don't know what it is. It might be star, it might be anything. 4 times will be printed. After that, when the value of x is c, c to e, 3 times it will be printed. So let me first show you if it is working or not. Then we will be probably feeling the confidence. System.out.println. Yeah. If I execute, Ctrl K. If I right click, if I run, you can see a pattern of this type has been printed. Start, 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 start. So now, if I simply accept star, if I just simply write x, so the same thing will be printed with the value of x. So the value of x in the first line is a, so 5 times a will be printed. After that, the value of x is b, so 4 times b will be printed. So first we need to control how many times it will be printed. So I have done that in this way. Okay, and after that it is in this way. So that is another approach. There are many approaches available. Whatever you can find simple, you can do that. If you face like you has been struck in somewhere, you are not able to proceed, you just need to get in touch with me. I'll be trying to help you. Okay, so that's the thing. If I go to the topic 2 now, and my suggestion will be first do for pattern with simple numbers. First do the same with the simple numbers. We have done a same thing in the chapter 3.2. Believe me, it is the same thing. At that chapter we have done it with integer, and this chapter we are doing it using a character. That is the difference. So now if I go to this part, A, B, C, D, E. So we have already done the program. I guess I have saved. Let me go to this part. Yeah, this is the first program we have done today. But this time we have few spaces in front of that. First, let me copy the entire program. Okay, so now I need to put some spaces. I mean, if I go to the notepad, if you can see, I have already printed the program A, B, C, D, C, D, E. So now what I need to do, I need to put some spaces, invisible spaces. So if I replace the spaces with hyphen, how it should look like? It should look like this: 3 spaces, 2 spaces, 1 spaces. So it should look like this. Okay, something like this. So what I need to do now, I need to print 4 spaces. After that, 3 spaces. After that, 2 spaces. So every line, what I need to do, few spaces using a for loop, few characters, and hitting an enter. So in each line, I have to follow this approach. Again, I'm repeating. It is few spaces, few characters, and enter. Again, few spaces, few characters, and an enter. Few spaces, few characters, and an enter. Few spaces, here unfortunately 0 space, but still the same loop, few spaces, few characters, and hit and enter. So here I am printing some characters already. I am printing the enter, hitting an enter as well. So in front of that, obviously, I have to introduce another for loop, which will be printing the spaces. So how to print the spaces? In the first line, I have to print 4 spaces. So how to do that? Let me think again. How to print when the value of x is 65? How to print 4 spaces? Let me think. So I can do something like, again, I equals to, it will be, I can use the same variable. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can put J, you can put K, but I can use 60, I can use I as well. Okay, no issue. So I can start it from X and I can end it in less than 69. So if it starts from 65 in the first line, 65 to 68 means less than 9, it will be 4 spaces. If in the second line, when the value of X is 66, so it will be 3 times, kind of that. Okay, so you have to think, you have to take some time and you have to think in that way. So if I run this, suppose, let me copy and paste. I like to do copy and paste. So if I do only spaces, or for the timing, let me put it using hyphen itself. Let me show you hyphen. If I run, I have done some mistakes. So if you go to an infinite loop like this, just go to here, right click and reset Java virtual machine. If you do that, that infinite loop will be ended. So I have done some mistakes as well. As usual, I have done some mistakes again. So what I need to do, let me think. Okay, I have by mistakenly written X equals to X plus 1. So it should be, because I am writing the loop of I and writing X as an increment value. So that was my mistake. So if I run, but yeah, we have learned how to reset variable, means infinite loop in case of this software. So now if I run it once again, you can see this series has been printed. So you can also do some mistakes, no issue on that. Just you need to understand the logic. Okay, first time obviously you'll be doing, if I can do the mistakes till after so many years, so you can obviously do the same type of mistakes. So don't think about that, just try to play with that. Okay, so you will be feeling confident after that. So you can see 4 hyphens are being printed. So now I'll be replacing those 4 hyphens with a space. Let me delete the hyphen, put a space, compile once again and run the program once again. If I do that, you can see a good pattern has been printed with an initial space. Got it? If I explain once again quickly, so the value of X is 65 at first. So I am using that value. Actually, we have learned few rules in chapter 3.2, what I am telling you, just to revise that thing. So whenever it is decreasing, whenever a series is decreasing, you have to follow. If it is increasing, we have made some rule in chapter 3.2. If it is increasing, we have made a shortcut, like the for loop will be, I will be iterating 1 to X. That we have discussed in that part. We have created our own, suppose Debabrata Guha theory, kind of that. So we have created like something like that, a shortcut. So I equals to 1 to X if it is increasing, and if it is decreasing, then I equals to X to N. N means the upper limit. In here, it is always 69 because we are dealing with the series up to E. So it is 69. In case it should be N. So let it be 69 for the time being. You can see here, the number of spaces is decreasing. You can follow this idea, or if you are comfortable enough, you can skip this. So if it is decreasing, we will be using something like this. If it is increasing, we'll be using something like this. Here 1 to X means obviously not 1, it will be 65 to X. So the first limit 2X and X to X, 69. So we can take this approach. You can see even for the characters, we have used 65 to 6X kind of, because it is increasing, and here it is X to 69 because it is decreasing. Okay, so that's the thing. So let it be there. I will be using that another time. So if I go further, if anyone asks us to print the pyramid, how to do that? So people think it is very tough, but for me, it is just the same thing. The same thing. You can see both the programs are same. Just you need to push some air between A and B. If you push some air between A and B, it will become like this. So what I will do, just after char I will put a space. just put a space. Just one letter I have included, just one letter. If I compile again, I have not done anything bigger. I have just changed one letter. If I now execute this program once again, okay, I think output window is available somewhere. Yeah, here it is. You can see it is being printed. Okay. So just I have changed one, I have just added one space. So it become like that. So it is true. You just need to push a bubble, air bubble between A and B. Think in that way. Don't think it in a complicated way. Just think in that way. You just need to push a air bubble in between these characters. So this will, the number one question will become number two if you push some air bubble. So that's the thing. If I go further, now this is the type of question. So now how to solve this one? How to solve this one? If I take the previous approach, 1 to x, x to 9, that thing. So here abcde means, let me close this one first. So you can see the spaces are increasing now. Spaces are increasing. So if the spaces are increasing, what I can do? Spaces are increasing. What was the rule we have derived? 65 to x. So obviously I can write for increasing 65 to x. Let me write x and let me put some this. And after that decreasing, you can see the series, you can see the patterns, the characters are decreasing. So I can simply write, what was the rule? If it is decreasing, x to 69. So here I can write x. You can feel the algorithm as well, but if you cannot, you can simply follow this way as well. 69 I equals to I plus 1. I think that will be enough if I compile, because this is a rule we have created, but still I would prefer to feel the algorithm and do it in your way. So you can see, okay, I forgot to remove the bubble. Otherwise it will be printed in a pyramid way. So if I remove the bubble and if I print it once again, so you can see here it is printed in this way. So I just need to decrease one space from each line. It is okay to remove one space from each line. So let me do that. So those adjustments you need to do, just you need to delete this equals to. And if you do that once again, if you execute it once again, you can see it is something like this. Now what I will do, I will just remove the hyphen with space. That's all. I just need to run it once again. You can see abcde. So that's the thing. It was there. Where is the question? Where is the question? Yeah, the same thing has been asked. Sorry, the same thing. Okay. So you can follow any way as per your choice. Okay. But for the first few tasks, it will be taking some time for you to solve all of them. Probably one question might take 5 to 10 minutes, but I will prefer to stick on that. Okay, I will prefer to stick on that and just give some time to solve that. Initially, it will take some time. So give some time to that. And yeah, after that, after some programs, it will be easy for you. If not, you can just get in touch with me. I will be trying to help you. Okay, so that's the thing. If I proceed further into our last topic today, that will be printing a string, because from the next class, I will be entering into the world of the string. So string, what is string? First, let me explain that. Then I will be showing all these programs. So let me go to the program. What is string? String is, here you can, if you can store, here you can store any value. Suppose like the other data types, like integer we have learned double in the very first class. In the last two classes, during last two classes, in this class and the previous class, we are dealing with character data type. So character data type means it holds only one character. But in case of string, it holds our entire text. It can hold my name as well. So if I write string as equals to Debabrata, it can hold my name itself. Okay, and you can simply print it. So we will be entering into the world of string now. Obviously, for next class, it will be entirely on the string, but still, if I show you a bit, So if I write something string s equals to Debabrata, and if I want to print it in this way, it will be very simple. If I execute now, Debabrata will be printed in the output window. Oh, okay. I think output window is open somewhere. Yeah, you can see Debabrata has been printed. Okay. So if I close and if I just go to this part, and now if I want to print the single character, we need to learn just two things. Just two things we need to learn. First, if I write s.length with a bracket, remember with a bracket, okay? Because in case of array, we do not need to give this bracket, but in case of string, we need to give the bracket. So s.length will give the length of my name. That is 9, I guess. Yeah, I didn't checked it ever, like how many lengths my name have. So, but still, if I do that, it is 9, you can see. So that is the first thing we need to learn to solve this character pattern. And the next thing we need to learn is like, if I want to print something like s.i0, s.caret in bracket I, means caret, if I write caret 0, that means it will print the 0th character. 0th character means it is D. If I print s.caret 1, means it is instructing like print the character at first position. If I write caret 2, it will print B. If I write caret 3, it will print A. So let me show you first. So string, array, everything starts from 0. Everything starts from 0. That you need to remember. So 0 will print D. If I compile and if I run, it will print D. You can see. Okay, so it starts from 0. So if I write like caret 1, so it will print small e. Let me do that. So probably you can understand this. So if I need to print the full name, full of my name, what I need to do, just you need to learn these two things for the time being, because we are not going into deeper into the strings. That will be done in the next class. But still, if I try to take a look, so I can write something I equals to 0. Let me write something in time. I equals to 0. And if it is starting from 0, what will be the last character? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last character, obviously 8. Because my name, the length of my name is 9. If it is starting from 0, obviously it should be ended at 8. Suppose if it starts from 1, then only it will go till 9. As it is starting from 0, obviously it will be ended at 8. Obviously 9 characters only, 0 to 8. So I need to write something I equals to 0, I less than equals to 8, I equals to I plus 1. And if I write something like system.out.println, and if I write s.char at I, so what does it mean? It will print all the characters one by one. Means s.caret 0, s.caret 1, s.caret 2, s.caret 3. So I will get all the alphabets one by one. So one more thing in this BlueJ software, if you are dealing with this kind of problem with alignment, just go to edit and click on auto layout. So it will make your program aligned. Okay. So now let me run that and let me delete this statement caret 1, because I will be printing the full thing now. Okay. So let me run this program. So it will print all the characters of my name in a different lines, Debabrata. Okay. So now if I remove this print ln thing, obviously those will be printed in the same line. If I compile and if I run again, so all the characters will be printed in the same line. So now if I proceed further, so you can see this 8, if I want to replace that with s.length, I have written 9. I have printed 9 in the first line. So if I take that, instead of 8, if I write s.length -1, so that means Again 9 minus 1, and it is very general. So why it is general? So from the next time I can put any value, any text here. So s dot length minus 1. If I run that same thing, it is the Debabrata once again. So my this program is not dependent on a fixed value anymore. I can give anything. I can give Guha, my surname. I can give anything. So it will take the value automatically. The length of Guha is obviously 4. So it is iterating from 0 to 3. That's the thing. So it is become dynamic. Okay. So that is the way. Now, so we need to learn those two things, s dot length and s dot char type. Those two things only we need to learn in this chapter. From the next chapter, we will be going into the string fully. But for the timing, we need to know just these two things. If I go further now, suppose anyone asks like to print this string pattern, Guha, GUH, GU, and G. Now the question to you, how to print GUH? So how to print GUH in this case? So obviously, what you need to do, instead of 3, we are printing. If I write 3, I'll be getting Guha. If I print 0 to 2, I'll be getting GUH. Okay, let me run. Let me run this program. It will be 0 to 2, means 0th character, first character, and second character. It will be GUH. If I write 0 to 1, it will be printing GU. Okay, let me show you. It will be just a minute. Yeah, it will be printing GU and U. So you can see if you change the value in this place, you will be getting the different parts. So let me check the program. So I need the full name at the first line. So let me put X here, and the value of X should be, in the first line, it should be 3 to get my name in full way. To get my full name here, I have to put X here, and the last value of X will be 0. Okay, X equals to X minus 1. Why last value of X will be 0? Because after that, after 3, I have to put 2. After 2, I have to put 1 to get GU. After that, I have to put 0 to get 0 to get G. So the first value, I need to provide 3 to get my full name. After that, X value will be 2. I need to put 2 here to get GUH. After that, I need to put 1 here to get GU. After that, I need to put 0 to get G only. So that's why the same approach. First, you need to think about the inner line, inner loop. If you are confident into the inner loop, then you have to think how to put the outer loop. Okay. So here I will be just entering and hitting an enter. That's all. I will not print anything else. So, okay, I forget to give X. Yep, I guess. So S will be Guha and it will print anything. So it will print the desired output. If I go and if I run, look, it is printing Guha. So it is made in a general way. So if I replace this 3 with S dot length minus 1, means 4 minus 1. My name length is 4 minus 1. It is S dot length minus 1. Then it is also becoming 3. If I compile and if I run, it should print Guha as well. The same series. Now you might ask why I replace 3 with S dot length minus 1. It becomes the general way. Now if I write something Debabrata, say the long name, so it will be also printed in the similar pattern, in a similar fashion. You can see. Okay, so it made the dynamic. Think first, when you are thinking about the program, take small words. If it works, then you can replace it with the large words as well. Okay, so hope this is the idea is clear. If not, we can solve another program. The same thing, AHA, UHA, GUHA. So again, I will find the longest line, that is GUHA. So let me print that again. So that will be the last program for the day. Just take a look for the last time. I know you are probably overloaded, but believe me, if you are done, you have already done for loop pattern, if you are already done characters, that will be the same thing for you. But if you are new, then yeah, you have to put your brain once again. So now let me choose the small name. I'm not comfortable with the long names actually. So if I put Guha, so how to print the last line? Obviously 0 to 3. We have already did that. So let me run that once again. Where is the compiler? Yeah. If I run the program, you can see Guha is being printed. So now, second largest line, it is UHA, UHA. So what I need to print now, UHA, I have to start it from 1, right? I have to start it from 1. Why from 1? Because G is 0 position, U is 1 position, 2 and 3. And as per the question, I need to print UHA, UHA. So we need to start from 1 and end it to 3. I have written in the same way. Okay. So let me delete that. So, okay, let me note it as well, because I am a forgetful person in nature. So if I'm giving 0, I am getting the last line or for the 4th line. If I'm giving 1, I am getting the 3rd line. Okay, let me show you that I'm getting 3rd line or not. Where is the compiler? Yeah, too many windows today. So that's why it is better to do the programming in the online compiler, but it is also needed to know how it works in the regular compiler as well, apart from online one. So you can see UHA is being printed here. So now if I go further and if I want to print the next line, that is HA. So obviously I need to start from 2, end it into 3. If I compile, if I run, so it will be something HA. Okay, so that means, let me write once again. So if I put 2, I am getting 2nd line. So obvious reason, if I put 3, I'll be getting 1st line. So here the value of X will be, I will assign these values, changeable values into X. So X will start from 3 to get the 1st line, and X will be ended at 0 to get the 4th line. Let me do that. So X, for X will be starting from 3. I can see in the chart. If you forget, if you are a forgetful person like me, you can write it somewhere. So for the very first time, I hope now the idea is clear. So this is the thing we can do. So now if I compile, okay, now again, I'm doing the same mistake. Now this position value will be changed. You can see we need to put all the values in this position. So if I put X here, not here, because this position is always fixed to 3. You can see the values are being changed here in this position. So I will put X here. Okay. So now if I compile, so because first I will put 0 here. After that, I need to put 1 here. You can see already I have given 0 here so that I got Guha. I put 1 here, so I got UHA. So the changeable place is this one. You need to understand that. So if I compile and if I run the program, this is our last program. So just bother me for another 2 or 3 minutes. You can see AHA, UHA, those are being printed. Okay. So, yep. Now, if I need to make it general, I will need to remove all the hard codings. You can see 3 is the hard coding. So what I will do is .length -1. And here as well, I can see another 3 is .length -1. So 3, from where 3 will come? From nowhere. It is coming because my name length is 4. That's why 4 - 1, 3 is coming. So I made it general. So let me run this program. And now if I want to replace that with anything else, like suppose again my long name, so Debabrata. So if I now run this program once again, you can see the same is being displayed in this pattern. All right. So obviously you need to put some time. You have to put some involvement here. Otherwise, obviously it is not like online course. Even for the people like me who are slow learner, I am really slow learner till the date. I do not feel hesitate to say that. I previously, when I was young, I didn't understand that I was a slow learner, but now I am quite mature. Now I can understand. The problem is, the negative part of me is I am slow learner. So if you are same like me, I will suggest you to practice all the things. So chapters, you can get all the links here. You can solve chapter 7.2 that is being mentioned in our Facebook group. All the details are there. Yeah, already there in the details section. If I go to our Facebook group, if I probably if you are following my classes, you know where the exercises are stored, but still if you are new, you can follow to our Facebook group. Let me just a minute. Yeah, let me go to our Facebook group first. Yeah, this is our Facebook group. You can go to media, you can go to album, and there will be one album called front end exercise, coding exercise basic. You can go to that. And if you go to the chapter 7.2, where it is, yeah, 7.2, this one, you can follow this thing. Okay, there are many character patterns are available. You can take a look into that. Okay, you can take a look into that, practice all the things. If you feel like, okay, you are not able to understand anything, just let me know in the comment section or to my mail ID. All the details are provided in the details section of the video, and also you can find it here in this last slide as well. Okay, so I think that's all. Just keep practicing, and on the next class we will be starting the string full-fledged. Okay, we'll be checking all the details of the string from the next class. So that's all for the day. Bye, see you again. Bye.